Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel, Lady T's Things That Bling DIY videos. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made two Dollar Tree trays, beauty trays. And as you can see, I painted this silver tray, I painted it black to match the fabric that I'm going to be putting on it. And as you can see, I'm applying Mod Podge, a generous amount of Mod Podge, so that the material can stick to the tray properly very well. I know that seems a little excessive, but you have to do that in order for the material to stick. I got this fabric from Walmart during the mask episode where everybody had to wear masks, and we still do, but you know, when the frenzy was really high, I got this from Walmart for, I believe it was like $1.25. It might have even been 99 cents. I don't remember, but it was very inexpensive for a nice size cloth, 100% polyester. Now I painted this tray black so it could match the material. And if you see the tray to the right, you can see that's a different color, and I did not paint that tray. As you can see, I didn't paint the bottom of this tray black. I just left it silver because it's a beauty tray, so I don't think anybody's going to be looking underneath of it. But I could be wrong. So here, as you can see, self-explanatory, I was cutting off the excess material, and here I'm just hot gluing it instead of trying to Mod Podge it, because trying to Mod Podge it would have taken too long. So I just wanted to hurry up with the process. And if I can give you a word of advice, if you're going to be doing this with the hot glue, use something else besides your fingers to try to mash the material down, because that glue is hot. And it wasn't a pleasant experience. And I'm just checking to make sure that, you know, it's on there securely so that we won't have any problems with it later on. And for future reference, you can cut off more material. It doesn't have to be that much material on the bottom part of it, just long enough to tuck it so that it won't be sticking up. So there we have that. And I'm showing you this tray because I did this prior to me making a video, because I really wasn't going to make a video, but I decided to do so. And this is some of the leftover fabric that I'm going to use for this cup that I got from Dollar Tree. It looks like a pencil cup to me. That's what I automatically thought about. But with the beauty tray, you can use it for your brushes or what your combs, whatever you want to use it for. So I'm painting it black because I didn't like the fact that I could actually see the wood through the material. Material is very thin. It's 100% polyester. Excuse me. It's 100% cotton. But I didn't like the fact that you could see the wood through it, so I just painted it black so that it could match the material. You don't even have to really do, you know, perfectly, because you're not really going to see it, but I did want to make sure that the wood wasn't showing on the inside. So off camera, I painted the inside of the cup, and I really didn't give the inside of the cup time to dry before I proceeded with putting this Mod Podge on here so I can put the material on here. And again, I'm using a generous amount of Mod Podge because sometimes, you know, I should have done it in sections, but I was just trying to be quick because I was tired. And sometimes the Mod Podge will dry before you're ready for it to dry. So I am using more Mod Podge to make sure that the material sticks, because I wouldn't want the material to come up at any point. And I'm trying to smooth out the material because, as you can see, it has folds in it from it, being packaged that way. And because I didn't want to iron, I just did it that way. You don't really have to iron the material when you're using Mod Podge. If you can pull it hard enough to get the wrinkles out of it, you're doing fine. And I left a little bit at the top because I'm going to tuck that in. And here I'm just making sure that the material is secure. And I'm trimming off some of the bottom. I don't cut well enough to, make it even with the bottom of the cup. I just don't. My visual perception is bad. So we are doing it this way. Hot glue is working just fine for me. Thank you very much. So I got the items from Dollar Tree. The cup, I got it from Crafter's Square. The silver tray, of course, I bought a box of trays, but I had an assortment of sizes. I had two sizes. I had the oval and the rectangle size. And I'm just doing the tuck real quick in the top. Now I'm going to apply the epoxy, and I'm using Pro Marine. Pro Marine, you have to work with it quickly because if you don't, it starts setting up really fast. But I like it though because it does do that. So, I mean, it can be challenging when you're trying to make other projects, but this one was pretty good. So I had excess epoxy and I'm putting it in the Faith, Hope, and Love Beauty tray. Because it's very important that you get all of the corners and make sure that every piece of it is covered with epoxy. And the little silicone brush that I have there, I got that from Amazon. However, you can get them from Dollar Tree now. You get one for $1, and I got 3 in my pack. I don't remember how much I got from Amazon. So this is where I messed up. And I don't know if you saw the little pop-up, but look how the epoxy, like the material is absorbing the epoxy. This is not supposed to be happening. If you look at the brown one over there, the one to the right, you can see that this did not happen to that tray. And the reason why I left this in the video, because I wanted you all to see this and not make the same mistakes that I made. Now I wasted $2 for messing up the tray, because I should have put epoxy on that tray. Not epoxy, I should have put Mod Podge on there first, let it dry, and then put the epoxy. That's why it looks like that. And I'm really upset at myself for not being observant enough to know that. And I just did that other tray. I don't even know why. Like, what was I was tired. But I should have known better. And when I look at it, I just get so disgusted. Now you see I poured more epoxy on the tray. And I'm trying to make sure that it's all over the tray and that it's even, because when it cures, I don't want to have any lumps in it. And what I did not show you guys is that once I set it down and I felt like it was even, I took a gun, a heat gun, not a heat gun, but one of those things you use to like start a barbecue. Yeah, a lighter. Thank you. A lighter, and popped out the bubbles, because this did have a lot of bubbles in it, but I was able to pop them out, and I neglected to show you all that. I do apologize, but that's an important step when you're using epoxy. You have to look at the item that you're doing, and you have to see if it has bubbles in it, because if you don't catch the bubbles before it sets, you're in trouble. So here you see me being dumb again, not putting the Mod Podge after I saw the effects of the tray. I still didn't put Mod Podge on the cup. Honey, I have lupus and I'm having a brain fog right about now. Okay? That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. So you guys see what I'm doing. I'd like to give a shout out to everyone who has subscribed, everyone who has viewed my videos. I thank you so much. I appreciate you more than I know. And we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 plus subscribers. And we're trying to get these 4,000 watch hours as well. So can you please share this video so I can get some more watch hours so that I can get monetized? Okay, enough of that. You see, and I should have put that on the spinner, but lazy. Now look, this is the end result, and I absolutely hate it. You can see the white that's still in there. It's just horrible. Oh my goodness, look at that up there. It's horrible. I'm so embarrassed. But I wanted to show you, and look how yucky that is right there. Ew. I wanted to show you though. And this is way better. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh, I like that. And look at that tray. Look at that. What? Glass, just like glass. So one of the YouTubers, her name is Udev Essentials. I commented on one of her projects and she left me this beautiful message and I'm so happy. She made my day. Never thought someone of her caliber would ever comment on something that I commented on. But I feel blessed. And thank you to my subscribers. I pray that I get more. I hope that you saw something on here that you enjoyed. And would you please leave me a comment? Please share and please subscribe if you haven't done so already. All right. Peace and blessings.